Hello, YouTube friends. I got glare in my glasses, sorry. I am back. I haven't done a floss tube for a couple of months, but I have some things to show you. I finished a pillow, my spring project, and I'll show you that and kind of how I did it. I have finished one full page of my King of Flowers, a couple of um, blocks of my nursery blocks, and I've set up a new project. Oh, and I got my Great Outdoors off the scroll. So hold on a second and I will get it all out for you. The first project I want to talk about that I completed this last year, December, the actual stitching of it. It is by Filigram and it's called Spring. I got it at Stitcher's Paradise in Las Vegas, which I would have loved to go back to, but I haven't had a chance. That's a big trip because we live in Oregon. Filigram, Spring. So I've shown it to you, but I've fully finished it into a pillow. It seems to want to be fuzzy. Oh, there we go. So what I did, I will put in steps here in pictures. First thing I did was cut it to 12 and a half by 12 and a half. Because the pillow form I have that I found out in our shop in my sewing supplies, the pillow form is 14 inches. So the first thing I did was I cut it 12 and a half. Then I used this fusible featherweight interfacing for lightweight to midweight fabrics. It's fusible. So I cut it by 12 and a half and I pressed it onto the back of the stitchery. Then I cut 1.5-inch strips and I sewed them to each side of the project after I had interfaced it. Then I made the back, which was 14, 12 and a half, 13 and a half. Yes. So I cut these at 14 inches. I cut two 14 by 14s and folded down and made it like a pocket. So I could slip the pillow form right inside. And I'm trying to present it with some pictures here too. So I'm really glad to have this completely finished. I put it in the closet, in the linen closet, because it's not spring. Right now it's still summer. So I thought I'll bring it out in the spring and set it on the sofa. I have a kind of a navy blue sofa, so it'll just blend in there real nice. So that was one project that I finished. I have my list of things that I wanted to do with my counted cross stitch. So, oh, and my embroidery. So my wipgo board, I'll put it up here. I had fallen behind a little bit. I need to still do. One was the spring pillow. One was, I have it all in my needlework journal here. Okay, so what I needed on my wipgo page, I still needed to finish the spring pillow, the Gifts of the Sea to finish my 500 stitches, and I did that. My nursery blocks, two blocks needed to be finished, and my tea table I have to work on for 3 days. But what I have done in the meantime, I'll take these on, is I'll show you my nursery blocks. I finished last night the 2 blocks that I wanted to do. It's this pattern. I think I've shown you before. It is, I don't know why the light makes there we go. Nursery quilt blocks. There's 12 of them. And by completing the 2 that I had for a couple months ago on That means I have 8 done and I need to do 2 more. So here's a couple of them. For some reason, there we go. And the couple that I finished, I'm doing them all in red with red work. We are still on the, after I cut those few out, I decided to keep these on the project. So I finished the girl in the swing with the butterflies and the girl right here that was watering the 2 plants. I'm going to have to fix that camera thing. So those are the ones that are done, and I still have these 4 to do. So that will be fun to get that all finished. And then I'll make it into a baby quilt. I have no idea who will be the recipient of this baby quilt, but it will be done. And that will make me happy. The other project I wanted to work on was I finished page 1, and I'm so happy. This was part of my wipgo 2 of my King of Flowers project by Luca Esque, the kit. So I finished up here is page 1. So that is finished. I have a picture of it, but I needed to grid the rest. So I have a little montage of videos and pictures that I did to grid the rest. Now, we've talked about friction pins before, friction. I'm not sure how the company wants me to say it. I always say friction, that are heat erasable. I did have a little problem with it on my spring pillow, which now, of course, I can't see after it's all washed and sewn and said and done. I feel like the friction pin kind of bleached out. This was a hand-dyed Aida cloth. And I feel like the friction pin, when I ironed it out, oh, you can kind of see right here, there's a little bit of a bleach line. Not all the spots bleached, but just a couple. I don't notice it now, but I did right away when I did it, and I was so disappointed. But I'm still using it. I'm using it on my white projects because it comes out for me on a light colored Aida. Like this one was totally done with the friction pins. Did I ever show this one yet that I finished my 12 flowers? I probably didn't because I'm very unhappy with, if you can notice on that, let me back up a little bit. I You can't even tell because this is photographing so poorly. But all the lines came out easily. I did a blow dryer. After I washed it and pressed the back, it all came out. So I was happy about that. So I'm not worried about friction pins. So I did my gridding with the friction pin, and I have pictures of it here for my King of Flowers. So now I have it in its home. It's all ready to go. Has my needles and my needle minder, and I have it on my markup RXP on my tablet. So it is ready to go. The other project that I worked on recently was the Great Outdoors. I got it off the scroll. Now, some people that don't really use a scroll or are thinking about using a scroll have questions about a scroll. And so I took a video of me taking it off the scroll, just for some that might have a question about that. And you can fast forward through it or whatever, but it came all off my scroll really nicely. One thing I didn't really address is that I have taped a nice sturdy piece of white fabric. I only taped it with painter's tape because I wasn't sure how I would like it, and I like it very much. And it held very good. I marked a line in the center, so when I'm stitching my project onto here, I can center it really good and then put it on the scroll bars on the side. So here's the video for that. So after I took it off, I had to take all of those silky lines out. Remember, I've talked before about ordering the pre-gridded with the silky thread, the green sulky thread through. It only comes in 14 count Aida on white at this time. But I did my great outdoors on that, on the scroll, and it is so nice. So here's a little video of me taking out the threads after I took it off of the scroll, so you can see how easily those grid lines pull out. So I'm just going to sit here and pull out those pre-gridded threads so you can see how easy, hopefully easy, they'll come out. I usually have to get one started with my seam ripper. Now some people just pull them with a tweezer and they come right out, and I haven't had a problem. Let me get it to this point. It's kind of hard to show you and do it at the same time. Let me get it started by being down here. The first one is literally the hardest. So, as you can see, with the back of my seam ripper, I just gave a tug, and then I kind of pull it. Oh, it's tight on this side now. So I have to get it started by just getting under one and getting it going. And then over here, because it's like a sulky thread, they slide out pretty easy. And of course, it's looking more awkward because I'm trying to hold it up to the camera. But can you kind of see what I'm doing here? That first one pulled right out. So that's what I will continue to sit here and do for the rest of them. And it seems to go pretty smooth when I'm doing it. I really do love this pre-gridded Aida that's gridded with the thread, not with the lines. I haven't used the lines, so I can't say if I like those or don't like those. But this one, once I get it started, usually comes along just fine. I think I better start if I can just point you down at what I'm doing. If I can get it more on my lap. Oh, over my shoulder might work good. Okay, so I want to get it loose from this side here. I'm just going kind of under that thread. Got it a little loose, and if I can grab it, oh, I'd already snipped one on that side, so it came apart where I snipped it. So let me just get one up here. See if I can give it a tug. If you can't get a hold of it good, that's when you might want a good tweezer, but usually, yeah, that doesn't want to just pull. And this is something nice to sit and do in front of the television, which is what I'll probably finish out doing. I just wanted to show you how it gets started. Must be tight on this side. Guess I didn't loosen it up enough on this side. There we go. Oops. This one pulled out real easy. It's so light, you just can't see it. Now I have 2 rows. This row and this row is out. So I'll just work my way down and get all the horizontal. And then I'll come back and grab all of the vertical threads. And then it will be ready to wash and block. Although this one, because it was on the scroll, I don't think it got soiled, but I usually do rinse just to make sure and then block it to dry. It's just so cute, even as I look at it all opened up, because of course you saw me take it off the scroll and I hadn't opened it up yet. But you see the owls, and above them are some little foxes. This is one of my favorite ones that I've done. I haven't done a scroll like this before. What did she call this? I'll think of it and write it down in here. But it's really a fun pattern by Haley of Stitching Cabin. Okay, I'm going to sit and relax and pull the rest out and come back to you when it's done or just about done. And here it is all done, ready to soak. So right now it's soaking in my bathroom sink. I use a cap of the product soap in some lukewarm water. It's not really warm, it's not cold. I don't think anything will bleed on it, so I wasn't really worried, but I kind of put it in the water and then I just do a light pushing to get the water to swish through in case there's any oils from my hands. Now, soap doesn't need to be rinsed, but sometimes I'll pull the plug, drain it, rinse it with a little cold water, and just let it sit there and drain as much as it can. So that will be my next step, and then I'll roll it in a towel, and I'll take pictures when I get all that done. I don't know how I want to frame it yet. My son has been working on our back porch, and so he has his miter saw all set up. And I said, can I go buy some molding and maybe make a frame for this? It's a band sampler, and I love it. The Great Outdoors by Haley of Stitching Cabin. I'll put it down here or up there. So that was a very satisfying project. But I'm very glad that I'm done with it. Okay, next on my list. Oh, so then I am joining E_crafting in Colorado for her Sunflower September. So I needed a sunflower project. I love sunflowers. I think sunflower is my favorite flower. It's always happy, it's always bright, and I love yellow. So another friend and I got the Rooted Heart. Let me double check on the name of that, and I'll put a picture of it up here for you. Yes. Now I need my glasses. Hope they don't glare too much. The Rooted Heart by Valegugia. 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 And it's so pretty. And I've put it in my markup RXP, so it's ready to stitch. I gridded it up. Let me move this. Yes, I know, with my Frixion pin. So it's gridded and ready. I have my Q-snap here and my little bag here that I got on a set of these on Amazon. I need to make a real project bag for that project. And then I've got my floss, my threads all ready, and you can see I use the bobbies, and I have a video here of winding up. I have 2 sunflower projects that I have to get ready by September. So as I'm getting the floss ready for the second one and waiting for more to arrive from 1, 2, 3 Stitch, I made a little video of me putting it on the bobbies so you can see. When I'm actually stitching it, I do keep it open so then it's like floss drops. And I can just, with my needle, pull one thread out and it works really good. And it keeps the dust off and what have you. So I have a little video of winding that up, and I'll try to link them down below, the bobbies. So So that is, let me see, there's that project, that project. That was all my progress that I was going to show you in my little project update here. But I'm so happy to have completely finished spring. Next month, I'm hoping to completely finish my project that was one of the early ones I started. That was blue work. And I'll show, what's holding me up is doing the white hoop that I want to put it in. I have it all right in a box right there to take it out and spray paint the hoop white. That's what's holding me up, is actually doing that. So I can do that because we have really good weather. So that will be a good project to do outside. So that is my update, my progress update for August. And hopefully I'll have some nice sunflowers to show you in September. Until then, it's been nice chatting with you. Bye.